And our word for today on this Nativity of the Lord, on this Christmas day, on this Wednesday, December the 25th, our word for today is son, S-O-N, son. Our reading from St. Paul's letter to the Hebrews, chapter 1. Brothers and sisters, in times past, God spoke in partial ways to our ancestors through the prophets. In these last days, he has spoken to us through the Son, whom he made heir of all things, and through whom he created the universe, who is the refulgence of his glory, the very imprint of his being, and who sustains all things by his mighty word. When he had accomplished purification from sins, he took his seat at the right hand of the Majesty on high, as far superior to the angels as the name he has inherited, and more excellent than theirs. The Gospel of John, chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came to be through him, and without him nothing came to be. What came to be through him was life. And this life was the light of the human race. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world came to be through him, but the world didn't know him. He came to what was his own, but his own people did not accept him. But to those who did accept him, but to those who did accept him, he gave power to become children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not by natural generation, nor by human choice, nor by a man's decision, but of God. Brothers and sisters, what a celebration! What a big day! The thousands of years that the people of God waited for the coming of the Lord, thousands of years, all of those men and women lived and died without seeing it come. Prophets, the patriarchs, the great righteous men and women of God who longed for that day and never saw it. But we see it. We see it. It has become so commonplace to us that we've forgotten how gigantic it is. The anticipation of this day. We just went through the Advent season getting ourselves ready for 40 days. What's that compared to thousands and thousands of years? Men and women who spent their entire lives longing for the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ, that they might be made free. And yet here we are living in the freedom of the children of God, the very day that they had hoped for. We celebrate today. We celebrate the Son of God who came in the flesh that we might be made free, that we might become sons and daughters of God, that we might become sons and daughters of God ourselves, heirs of the kingdom, because of Jesus' willingness to come in, humble himself, take on flesh, and then lay down his life for us. It's big, brothers and sisters. Today is a big, big day. Enjoy it. Enjoy all the festivities of today. But take a quiet moment and give thanks for the thing that you get to celebrate that so many others did not get to celebrate. So many others spent their entire lifetimes waiting for this day. And yet here it is. And we celebrate it with great exaltation, with great joy. We acknowledge that God the Father sent his only Son, Jesus Christ, into the world that we might be made free. And today is the day that we mark his coming. Merry Christmas to you, brothers and sisters. A child has been a child has been born. A son has been given. His name, Jesus the Lord. Son, our word for today.